What's going on, everybody? This is Chris, Crypto Secret X, and the place we talk about crypto. I want to welcome you here tonight as we talk about Bookman AI. We're going to talk about XRP. We're going to look at Bitcoin. We're just going to look at a few things on the market. But before we get started, you know what we got to do. Cue the intro. What's going on, everybody? Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps the channel, it helps the algorithm grow. But I want to thank you for joining me here tonight as we begin to look at the market and see what's going on as things kind of heat off a little bit. We're in 53% neutral. We're still in Bitcoin dominance. We have had a pullback on Ethereum at about 11%. XRP still is in number 3. Still waiting on Ethereum, man, to reach that all-time high. It seems like I thought it was going there, and then it just had a pullback. And I do understand that why, because of XRP. Bitcoin is still sitting at $102,000, and it's it's starting. It's going to roll. But there's a couple of things I want to look at as we look at the market, because I want to look at the totality of the Trump coin on the market. Where we are in the bull run. And then I want to talk to you about new meme coin. Well, it's not new, but I want to talk to you about Bookman AI and just some of the things we're doing with Bookman AI and how Bookman AI is going to bring a full circle of every single project I've done. It's going to bring it full circle in a whole new way with full. I think it's just going to bring a whole new group of people, and you kind of see what I'm talking about when we get into it. But let's go ahead and let's jump into the market here, and you're going to see what I see. So let's go ahead and go there. All right. Let's see. I'm going to take that off. That's the Bookman AI in the background. You can see that design there. I thought I like that. Okay. As we look at the market, you see Bitcoin sitting at 102. Ethereum is $3,191. You do see our Solana at 236. Now, here's the thing. We have had a pullback on SUI down to 395. I think that would be a great buy at this time with SUI. So here's what we're seeing now. We're seeing XRP pull liquidity out of Ethereum, point blank. We're seeing Solana, which SUI was pulling a tremendous amount of liquidity from Solana. But Solana got handed a golden goose when they got the Trump coin, and they fumbled it. And I say they fumbled it horrifically, having it where, people couldn't get their money for hours. It was hard to, transfer. And so, of course, they had 236, but I just think they really fumbled the ball on that. But again, they were the chosen ones. Cardano still sitting between that 82 cent and the dollar. I still think Cardano was another dark horse in this thing that once the smoke settles, Cardano is going to be up there near the top with some of these other ones like it is right now. HBAR 31, XLM 40, SUI sitting at 393, went down about 2 more cents. So I think SUI still is a good buy. I'm still projecting SUI to hit around that anywhere between that $10, $7 and $10 on a optimistic side, around 20. And then let's go on down here. Litecoin, I think Litecoin is running because Litecoin was one of those runs that ran last time. But the official Donald Trump token is now $29.97. So I think what we're seeing now, sitting at number 25, the excitement is over now. The Trump coin is out. I think people are still kind of hoping that it continues to run. But what we also know is after 3 months, there's going to be an unlock period, which those people have the right to do whatever they want to do with their tokens. So you may see that price drop a little bit more as they do the unlock, which is something they said. So this is not something that people don't know. They said it. They have it on their roadmap. After 3 months, there will be an unlock period, which is going to cause a little bit more inflation. Pepe is still there, sitting at number 27. It did have a little pullback. I noticed my Pepe went down a little bit, and I think that's just a part of the Trump coin sucking some of the liquidity out of some of the other tokens because of the way they launched. People were trying to jump in uh, early at that time, and they were trying to get money. But I think that is worn off, and I think now we're starting to get dust is starting to settle here a little bit. Okay, Aptos 762 has a tremendous pullback. Internet computer, I am about to just say whatever with internet computer. I mean, it's 892. It just hasn't done anything. And so I don't know. I mean, I got, well over 100 internet computer, but I'm just, right now I'm just wondering. At 892 it's kind of retracing, going back. I'm not I know I'm not buying any more of it, but I do hold a little bit on that. Ondo is one of them. I think several banks have made comments about Ondo. So I do hold Ondo. I do constantly DCA in on Ondo because of what I've heard with various banks. I've heard BlackRock say something about Ondo, and I've heard a couple other banks talk about the crypto and using Ondo. So I think if you're going to DCA in on one, you got to look at Ondo. Here you gotta look at Ondo. I'm not your financial advisor, but I'm just telling you, I've heard several banks mention Ondo. And here's the thing: with the crypto regulations getting ready to come in, I can definitely see where banks are going to start adopting and picking various change exchanges. So Casper, nothing. I ain't seen nothing out of Casper. I was hoping Casper would at least hit 25 cents. We just haven't seen it. 19, but I haven't seen 25. Now it's retraced back down to 12 cents. It was on a high at about 16 cents, but it just hadn't done anything. Render, part of the AI narrative, still, Render ran good. I still think Render has a little bit more to go. So, with Render, still, I'm still hanging on to my Render. Let's go on down here. Bonk, you got Bonk. I want to see if we got the other ones. I'm looking. The grab XDC. I told everybody about XDC. Again, I think XDC is another one that has the potential to run a little bit more right now, sitting in a market cap of $1.6 billion. But XDC is an ISO 22 token, so it is compliant. So it is one of those tokens that can be used. I have been DCAing on XDC, and I've been doing it over a while when it was like 2 cents and those things. So it's been pretty good for me. The Flare token, I just bought that. Wow. Jasmine, I'm not sure we're going to see much more of Jasmine. I think we may see Jasmine get back up to roughly 4 cents, but I don't see Jasmine doing too much because of the other tokens that we have. I do hold a substantial amount of Jasmine, but I'm not buying any more at this point in time. Let's see, scrolling on Gala Games. I did pretty good on Gala Games when it ran up. Sold a little bit, moved into a different coin, but Gala Games, I still hold my significant amount of Gala Games. So I want to go over to Arweave. Arweave is another one with the storage, but I want to look at this one right here. Because it's quite unique. And let's see if I can get it up. I want to go over the DAG. I heard somebody Constellation, and I want to pull that up now here. Sitting at 7 cents, up 0.37%. DAG 3.6. Total in circulation 2.8. Total supply 3 billion. So almost all of it's in circulation. You can see it's a bullish community. They are working on with the U.S. government on the Spider, U.S. Air Force with the Spider satellite. And so they're part of that military strategic type thing. And they're trying to see, they're working with seeing how cryptocurrency can be implemented in the military forces. And so I think you may see something later down the line with DAG. DAG did run pretty high from, I think it was like 2 cents and did go down. But I think we may see, I'm roughly looking at DAG, to roughly hit around that 15, maybe even 20 cents. but it's one that I did DCA in. I constantly kind of DCA, and not every single time, but it's like I go over and I kind of buy a little bit of DAG every other month, something like that, until we get close to the bull run there. So that's what I'm doing with DAG. Now I wanna get into this bull run here. And I want to kind of talk to you about it because right now we're in January. We haven't hit the first quarter term, the 4 quarter terms with the feds, and we haven't got the first quarter report yet. President Trump has been in office now, let's see here, for a total of how many days? 7 days. I think it was January 20th was the inauguration. Yep. So he's been in office 7 days. And in 7 days, we have seen some extreme things take place. It's and here's the thing. A lot of times when you get any kind of things like wars or anything like that, sometimes it do have an effect on the market a little bit. But I do think one thing is good is we're getting ready to get regulations. So I want to go to this meeting right here with Jerome Powell and Fed cuts, because that is crucial when it comes to this thing right here. So the Feds and officials, Jerome Powell, have their cut rates for 3 meetings in a row to about 4.3%. From a 2-decade high of 5.3, yet several recent economic reports show healthy hiring and those things. So they have had it, but I wanted to look at this one instant right here. Okay, this is what Jerome Powell said here. He said he thinks it's a slower pace of rate cuts that reflects a higher inflation readings, where we've had this year an expectation that inflation will be a little bit higher in 2025. Chair Jerome Powell said in the news conference, we're closer to a neutral rate, which is another reason to be cautious about further moves. So we all know when the Feds cut rates, that drives the market, that drives the cryptocurrency. When the Feds either stall it or raise it, then crypto's affected, the stock market is affected. Pretty much all of it is affected at some given point in time. So, but one of the things I think, despite Trump's demand, and here's the thing, Trump has demanded that the Feds cut the rate. He's actually said, and let me show you what I'm talking about here. And this is, let's see if we can get that up right here. Despite the demand that Fed cuts rate, Wall Street increasingly sees the exact opposite happening. I think President Trump is going to start maybe putting a little pressure on these guys to cut these rates, because I know his biggest thing is he wants to get the economy going. So President Trump has already made clear that he wants the Fed's revenue to cut rates immediately. But Wall Street doesn't see that happening anytime soon. In fact, more analysis are warning that rate hikes are likely. Just days after inauguration, President Trump began applying pressure on the Federal Reserve to cut rates. But Wall Street sees it unlikely, even viewing rate hikes as a growing possibility. On Thursday, Trump told the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, that he will demand the interest rates drop immediately, and later added that he knows rates much better than the one who's primarily in charge of making the decision, alluding to Chairman Jerome Powell. So he's already kind of been hitting at that. He wants these rates to go down. He's already said it. But, of course, when it gets in government, a lot of times these guys can get a little spiteful with each other. And you hate to see that. But I understand he wants to get the economy going. He wants to get it flowing in the right way. He wants to get money going. He wants to get that stuff going. But, you're going to have, adversity, people going their own way or wanting to do their own thing. But again, I'm hoping we do see those rate cuts, because those rate cuts are tremendous uh, on the market of what we can see. So because of that, we are seeing a neutral feel in cryptocurrency, and this is normal. This is normal, but we have to start thinking about a few things. I kind of geared toward the 100-day task of getting crypto clarity from the SEC and from our government. I think when we start seeing the clarity and we start seeing the banks being able to come in and purchase crypto of their choice to add it to their portfolios, to add it to their bank institution as form of payment, we will see a significant run up. But then after that, I think we're going to see is kind of like everything kind of plateaus out. Because once big business comes in and they start buying this stuff up, then it becomes like kind of like they own it, and then they kind of control the price and things like that. So, you know, we have to kind of prepare ourselves for what is our exit strategy. And when I say exit strategy, we have to start looking at this as a whole, like saying, okay, when is it enough? Like, when is it to the point where I'm saying, you know what? I've made what I want to make. I'm going to move it into cash. I'm going to move it into USDC and then get ready to kind of move into something else, or even wait for another pullback or wait to another bear market. But we have to start thinking about this, because if we don't, a lot of us are going to ride this wave all the way up and ride this wave all the way back down, thinking it's going to come back, and it's not. And I'm telling you, if a bear market hits, a bear market is like it's a wow. And so I don't even think we're going to see the same type of bear market, because we're seeing something different with Bitcoin, because big institution is coming in and they're buying it up, and they're buying it up in quantities. Like they're really, but here's the thing, it's hard to own all of Bitcoin, because the thing about it, unless you put it in, what do you call it? Like the ETFs, where you're getting people to buy in the ETFs versus trying to own Bitcoin, which if I own Bitcoin and you buy the ETF, now I'm able to store it. But if you're not, then the only way for me to make money is to sell it. So I can't really consume it all, because in order to get my cash, I got to sell it. And so I think that's one of the things I'm hoping that our U.S. government will get a reserve. I know President Trump has talked about that. I'm hoping that is something we do, because that would drive the price of Bitcoin tremendous. I'm hoping we hurry up and get the clarity, because I think that's where it's going to open up for XRP with the banking coins and a couple other ones. For Solana, I just think Solana's got to go to the drawing board. They've got to fix just some of the things that they say that they can handle, and they're proving they can't. Like the Trump coin literally shut Solana blockchain down, and where you couldn't even exchange. And so those are things that we got to, you got to start thinking about. What is your exit strategy? Like, because here's the thing: a lot of us said when Bitcoin hit $100,000, we were going to be out of crypto, because we felt like that was the high point of where it was going, and everybody's going to get out. Then when President Trump got elected, the price, our elevator ceiling for Bitcoin started going up even more. So we went from 102 to $150,000. Some people even saying $200,000. But what I don't want us to do is ride this wave all the way up and then ride this wave all the way back down, because we know how cryptocurrency is. So you got to start thinking about your exit strategy. You need to go back and reflect on some of the things that you said to yourself that, hey, when it gets this price, this is what I'm going to do, because you knew what it was. And I said that to myself also, because, and I'm going to give you an example. I bought Onyx XCN. I bought it way back, had tons of it. Mine went up almost 8,668%. And I caught myself, because I was saying, oh, I'm gonna wait for it to get a little bit higher. 8,000 some percent. Okay. I left some in, but that's a high percentage. And so we gotta look at taking, when we're taking profit. It is a new year, so it's not gonna be filed on this upcoming tax. It's gonna be filed your tax. If you're in the US, it's gonna be filed under the Trump new tax laws, whatever those are gonna be. So you got to look at some things. You got to start making sure that you're in a good spot to where you can do what you need to do, and you got life-changing money. Okay, so that's just my take on the market. You can take it how you want on that end, but that's just part of it. So we're going to jump over. We talked about XRP, but I want to get into a little bit more about XRP. That's about Bitcoin. But here's the thing I'm telling, I think, with XRP, and here's why, I always said the high for me was going to be $7 to $8. That's where I projected, because here's the thing. Each month, XRP releases 1 billion tokens. They release 1 billion. Now, on that billion, when they add billion, that adds inflation. Okay. But if XRP is adopted by all the banks, or predominantly most of the banks, and they're using it as a form of payment, that's going to drive the usage of XRP up even more. Okay. Now, I've read something about a slight burn mechanism. A little bit is burned, but they do release a billion tokens. They are a total of 100 billion XRP max, and the total supply is 99.988, with only in circulation 57 billion, 57.6. So roughly in the next 4 months, we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 61 million. If the banks are using it and they have a strong usage and push for that, they're going to need that. But at that same time, we still could see the price, I think, reach around 7. If there is 61 billion at a $7 market cap, you're looking at like a $427 billion market cap. 427 billion. That's feasible. We see Bitcoin is now in the trillions. So is that feasible? Yeah, it is possible. In this day and time, with the new cryptocurrency, you can't see it, but that's a lot now. That is a lot. But you see it. We see it with Bitcoin right now. If you look at Bitcoin, let's look at the market cap for Bitcoin. The Bitcoin market cap total is $2.02 trillion. Trillion dollars, with a volume moving through $83.73 billion moving through in volume in the last 24 hours. Okay. So we see where that is feasible. Bitcoin is definitely there. I don't foresee a $10,000 XRP here in the next few months, but I could see a $6 or $7 XRP. I could believe that tremendously, but who knows? We just got to see what happens in the market. All right. So that's our take on XRP. Take a look at DAG. Take a look at the coin I just went over. SUI is a great price to buy. But now I want to get into talking about the next one. So let's jump over here real fast. But let's go ahead. Let me get my DJ horn. We're going to be talking about Bookman AI. But before I go any further, I do want to do this little slight intro, and then we'll be back here in a few minutes.
Say hello to Bookman, the frog with a belly full of wisdom and a mission to educate the crypto clueless. He's not just hopping around. He's here to help you leap into success, one tasty bite of knowledge at a time. Bookman, a community coin. Now let me tell you, when you buy or join the community of Bookman, you better be ready to work. It's up to you. I'm going to tell you right now, Bookman is a boss. And that's the bottom line. So when you buy Bookman, that's spelled Bookman, you better also have a boss mind. Dive into crypto with Bookman and fill your wallet as you fill your mind.
Man, Bookman, I call him Big Daddy. Here's a secret, but the meme girls will call you Zaddy. Yeah, Bookman, the big kahuna, the big money, only real boss man can buy this honey. Yeah, Bookman, the big kahuna, the big money, only real boss man can buy this honey. Bookman, a real killer with a real plan. Got no time to deal with cheat scammers, cause he's a killer, but his word is his bond man. Y'all sell secretly and never promote. Fake ass wannabe, y'all who probably do both. The big frog bring real heat, got this crypto burning, the market getting heated. Solana blockchain ain't never taste this money. Y'all buy faking memes better, and check this honey. Bookman, I call him Big Daddy. Here's a secret, but the meme girls will call you Zaddy.
All right. I love that. I love that song right here. But we're going to talk about Bookman, and here's some things. I'm going to let y'all get in on the inside part of what's going on Bookman. Now, here's the thing. Bookman AI launched on Pump Fund. Is totally a decentralized token. It's not a majority owned by one person. It is a decentralized token, decentralized as it comes, as you know about Pump Fund. So I'm trying to pull the deck screener here, but I want to tell you what are some things that's going on with Bookman. Now, here's the most unique thing about Bookman AI that, and y'all can quote it in here. You can tell me if you say it, but Bookman AI is going to have its own full featured film. And what I was able to do is incorporate the filmmaking into the Bookman AI meme. And so you can see that with Bookman. You can see the trilogy. You can see the whole story of Bookman as it goes. Now, what makes this unique? Like, I want to explain to you why, even though I'm not, like I said, and the reason I say I'm not a financial advisor, because you're supposed to say that on the toe. That's what they tell us. We're supposed to say that. You're supposed to say that to let everybody know. But I'm going to show you some things why I think this is why you want to look at this meme. Okay. And I'm going to really talk to you about it. And I want you to really think about this all together. Just think about it. Okay. And it's going to be some other things we're going to be able to do, but I want you to think about this right here when we look at Bookman AI. Okay. So here's the thing I'm looking at some people. I mean, God, I got a lot of bots on this thing. We got bots. They sell, they buy, they sell. But let's see, one day, a couple of buys, sales. But we had sitting at 78K, 36K volume. It's been a few days, but this is the rollout we've been doing. Now, first I want you to think about memes that you buy. Okay. Just all together. Just think about every meme you bought. Okay. When you first buy a meme coin, which has no utility, based upon people buying, holding, and getting more people to buy. Okay. I really want you to think about this. I really, really want you to listen to what I'm saying. I really want you to think about what I'm saying to you. Memes are based on popularity. People who launch it that, they got a group of people that rock and they can get that price going just emphatically, There are a lot of people launching memes. Everybody's doing a meme. Everybody is putting a meme out. You got memes, legitimate projects. You got this project. Everybody's putting them on Pump Fund. You can do it on Pump Fund. I've told myself, and I tell you here right now, I'm never going to do another meme on Launchpad ever again. But you can put them on Launchpads. And there have been tremendous amounts of people making money on Launchpads that buy early. Okay, they buy early. Once you buy the meme, then the work is the community has got to what? Shield. They've got to get in the Telegram, talk. They've got to recruit everybody else. Most of the times with memes, what you get, and I want you to think about this before I go into Bookman, you get people that buy, and then once they buy, they get up every day and just look at the chart and say, oh, it's going down, somebody sold. Oh, it's going up, somebody's buying. Then you have probably maybe 8% of the group that's in there talking and rating. And then you have another 4 or 5% that's just in there talking trash, just running their mouth, just talking, which, you know, after a while, people get kind of bored, and then what do? They jump on the next shiny thing, okay? So the struggle with most memes, and if you look at most memes, they struggle around, some of them around 120, 130. You occasionally get some around a couple million, but usually it's because somebody's holding a considerable amount and they're just not selling it. That keeps the price up. Pictures, everybody's doing it. Everybody. Pictures, everybody's doing it. Buy button, buy. Everybody's in the Telegram group doing it. Everybody. Pretty little pictures, hold to the millions, we're going to the billions. Everybody's doing that. Everybody. Spaces, this is the community you want to be in. I get it. But what is it? It's really just a group of people that's becoming friends and linking up with each other. But you're trying to get people to buy. Then you're trying to make a profit. Everybody in a meme coin is trying to make a profit. Okay? So you can't tell anybody they're not trying to make a profit. The problem is some of us are better holders than others. And the thing about it is that nobody wants to get sold on. Everybody wants everybody to hold, but it's just not. It just doesn't happen like that. It just doesn't. I've experienced that. So what is it that will make a meme go? Because everybody is vying for the same crypto people. The people who are already in crypto, who know about crypto. They know about memes. They know how they run. They know. Okay? So what's going to be different? Because after a while, what's going to happen? So now I want to show you what are we doing? What am I doing with Bookman AI that say makes Bookman so different? I'll tell you what it is. I'm looking at Bookman AI is this. How can I get you to the mainstream of people who don't even care about crypto? How can I get you around people who never heard of a Phantom wallet, never heard of this, never heard of anything? They don't care about all these raids you got to do. They don't care about that. You got to raid. They don't care about that. But it is 7 billion people in the world. 7 billion. There are millions of memes. What's different? Let me show you what's different. Let me show you. And it's going to be full circle because I was able to incorporate some things, some skills of other things that I have. So now, introduce Bookman AI. Okay? What is Bookman AI? That's the live. Bookman AI is this right here. I want you to look at it.
To good. Milo has everyone questioning our
I want you to carefully look at this. Okay? Now, it's a meme, but this is where I'm going with it.
Shit doesn't look too good. Milo has everyone questioning our project, and the Telegram is going crazy with fudders. Boss, I'll do whatever, but we have to do something.
Yep. So now we're incorporating the entertainment world all together. I have really a lot of contacts in another part of industry that I never tapped into, which I am now. And I have people that can get movies and things out on like Tubi, on Amazon Prime. So, have you ever seen the first Meme movie? Full length feature film. Have you seen it? You haven't. You haven't. And so we have Lion King. We have all those things like that. But to get a movie out, to be able to talk about cryptocurrency, and I can tell you the movie is from a dev's perspective. Here's a dev that his goal was to have $1 billion meme coin. That's what he wanted. He launched it on Launchpad. I can take you through the story. Some of y'all already know it. But he had the Launchpad. And what basically happened is he did it on Launchpad, and a lot of people bought and people sold. And because they sold, it kind of hurt his meme, but he's still in the mission to get it back. You can see the other parts of the story in this, and I found a way, and it took time to actually bring some guys full circle. All my characters have been created.
But he knew really sometimes you need someone crazy.
Some of you have been with me for a while will know exactly this character when you see him before you even know who he is. I'm going to show him to you. There are people who already know who that character is.
Bookman knew Looney was off his rocker, but he knew sometimes you need someone crazy like that in your camp. He knew he had to be able to control Looney. But at this point, Bookman needed another weapon, and Looney fit the bill.
But,
Looney
as you
had
can
nothing
see,
left to lose.
You can see the
Nothing
progression, how we've been able to.
Bookman knew that those type of people become men of their word, but they also become a monster. And Bookman knew all he needed was a little push, and was ready to push Looney completely off the edge.
And so all these episodes are on YouTube. You can get them all on YouTube. And it's not just a guy talking. It's actually like full feature length film. Like you'll see these guys, they're actually talking. You can see where Bookman is going through the process. And so what happens? So here's the thing: what happens in this film? We're going to teach people about onboard. We're going to teach people how to buy crypto. We're going to incorporate the crypto into the movie. In those things. So, but it's being put to a different type usage. Movies rock. People love movies. People identify with characters through movies. So what better yet just to pull them in and pull Looney in. And I got a special character at the end that's going to be pulled in. And so, but bringing the characters to life. Like I'm not talking about just a few little flicks of a picture. I'm talking about freaking live. Like real live on the big tube. So they're buying. And the thing about it is that, it only takes one tweet. So if you're going to hold a meme, you're going to buy a meme. One thing about movies, one thing about episodes, one thing about shows, they can go on forever. There's always new content coming out. I know y'all seen some things, but I'm talking about full-length film. And so when we started with Bookman, it kind of hit me gradually as I was going. But when I started with Bookman, he was just going to be like this little banker guy, like a little banker guy, little shirt on, do some pictures. But then what I did was just kind of connected to personal life and some of the things I've experienced in crypto and what I've had to deal with. The story became real. It became very real for me. And so being able to link that into cryptocurrency it hasn't even touched where it's going. It hasn't even touched it. And so at a time where you have opportunity to buy, get a meme to me now at a very low rate, 78K. But I can tell you now, for me, this is the last meme. And so y'all can mark it down. This is the last meme I'll ever do on Launchpad. Okay. But my character's coming back to life. They're going to be live. They're going to be live. And you're going to be able to see their personalities. You're going to be able to identify with them. Some of you are going to be able to understand the experience of what they're going through. I wanted to show you one of the last episode we did. It's in the Telegram group. I tried to make the Telegram group as informative as I could. One of the things I never understood, I get people coming in, I never know I don't know anything about them. They're like, hey, can I be a moderator? I'm like, no, I don't even know who you are. I never even heard of you. But we do have people that is moderating. And trust me, I've been down that road before, so I'm not going down that road again. All right. But I do want to show you these guys right here. Let's see if I can get that pulled up. Let's see if we can get that pulled up right here. It's 6 episodes, you know. And you can go through you can see them all. I'm just going to go through the last one, episode 6, so you can see that. Let's see if I can get that pulled up there. All right, this is episode 6. I'm gonna stop it. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I do want you to see this part right here. Let's see. Yeah, let's get that up. Okay, here we go.
Last night we took down 4 of Milo Fudding warehouses. A clean sweep. No one knew what hit them.
Mr. Bookman, I'm afraid we may have bigger problems on our hands.
And what would that be?
While you were out, Milo killed Sui. It's all gone. Everything. The entire project on Sui.
Now this was a blow to Bookman. Losing an entire project means a lot of money was lost. Bookman really had to absorb this and carefully calculate his next move, and make sure it wasn't his last.
The big kahuna, the big money, only real boss man can buy this honey. Deep Bookman, the big kahuna, the big money, only real boss man can buy this honey. The big frog bring real heat, got this crypto burning, the market getting heated, Solana blockchain ain't never.
Well, let me get you caught up to where we were at. Bookman used heavy muscle to hit the Milo family because they were secretly buying his project and then fudding it, causing a rapid sell-off on Sui. Milo was a crypto boss on Solana and was concerned about how powerful Bookman was becoming, uniting with the Bomusha family. So he hit Bookman AI on Sui while Bookman was exploding on the Solana blockchain. So now Bookman has to find another way to keep the Jeets and Fudders out because they follow him on the launch pads and try to buy up large portions to stop advancement.
Welcome to Fallville, a place where money's high, and the girls want the boom, boom, boom. This is Fallville.
So you can see a lot of that right there. You can actually go to it, and you can follow those episodes there. But you see that part. So now I want you to see where we're going with Bookman and how it's looking now. So now we're changing up. We're actually bringing. So now you see it in a full feature film, which is definitely coming to Tubi. We're probably in the second phase of it, putting it all together. But you also can follow episodes on YouTube. And then there are certain things that, we want to create discussion groups off of it within the Telegram. And we want people to create their own discussion groups on what they think needs to happen in the movie, giveaways and things like that, paraphernalia. But Bookman AI will become a live cryptocurrency movie. So now, when you look at Bookman AI, the meme coin, you got to look at it a little bit differently now. It's not a meme coin like the typical meme. It's not, we got the pictures, we got all that stuff in there. We got all the songs and all that, but we're talking about fully film to get people who don't even have anything to do with crypto, to bring them in and tell the story. Tell the story. And he's a dev that is right now fighting to get his crypto on the market. I'm going to show you a little short. You actually saw the clip of what he was talking about. And basically it's just that, his project killed on Sui. And let me see if I can pull that right here for you. Let me see if I can get that real fast here. I don't want to do it like that. Let's see if we can get that going here real fast. Let's see if I can get that. And I'm going to pull this up for you real fast so you can see what I'm talking about. So let's get this one right here. Welcome to Smallville. His own soundtrack. Definitely gonna have that. Let's see here.
It's something I've never saw. Hello, everyone. I'm Mia, and I just wanted to pop on here to share something with you. Okay, so I've never been into crypto, like not even a little, but I cannot get enough of these Bookman AI drama stories. I mean, it's wild, it's clever, and honestly, it's something I've never seen before. So yeah, I'm officially sold. I'm buying Bookman AI crypto because if the stories are this good, imagine the possibilities.
And this right here is the part I like right here. I really do like this because now you can see where we're going with Bookman. And you can really
doesn't look too good.
you can feel his pain on
Milo
this.
has everyone questioning.
Listen, I'm talking about a meme now. I'm not you see what I'm saying? Now.
Shit doesn't look too good. Milo has everyone questioning our project, and the Telegram is going crazy with fudders. Boss, I'll do whatever, but we have to do something.
Man, just fell in love with a gangster, so I hold him down like an anchor. He said if I keep it 100, that he keep me safe like a banker.
And so that's what's being put out about it. So it's not just pictures; it's actual being able to follow. I ran a test and showed it to a few kids. I had a few friends of mine showed their kids. So their kids were glued to the TV, like glued to it, watching it. And so you can see the detail that's coming behind it. I can't wait for the movie to come out. And it's going to really be linked to Bookman AI. And there's a few people I know that want to endorse the movie. They're nervous about endorsing crypto, but they do want to endorse the movie Bookman AI, talking about the cryptocurrency Bookman AI crypto and the journey of a dev trying to get his token to $1 billion. So you do the math. You think, I know y'all buy a lot of memes. Those of you who are welcome me on the YouTube page, next page. But if you don't have any Bookman AI, you might want to think about it. Okay. But it's a lot of stuff coming. That's all I can tell you. And Looney is coming in there too. Looney's gonna be one of his main characters. And I got one that's coming. Everybody know who that's gonna be. He's coming in. He's gonna be brought to life. And so I can't wait to see these personalities of these memes actually be memes that people can identify with. I'm really excited about that. But I want to come on and talk to you a little bit today about the market. I want to talk to you about XRP Bitcoin, and I also want to talk to you about Bookman AI. So if you haven't had a chance to get it, It's an opportunity. I'm going to put that CA address in the comments so you can see where it is right there. Let's see. I'm trying to pin it, but I don't think I can pin it. But anyway, it's in there. You can see the comments. You can see the QCA address right there. Right now, 389 holders, 78K market cap, $36,000 liquidity. Buys 99, 6,100. Total buys 39, $2,900. Sales 63, $3,100. So that's what's been going on with Bookman AI right now. Again, these movies have just started rolling out. We have had the 7th episode will be coming out soon, along with a full-length feature film and some other things that we're going to add. All right, people. So that's going to be it for me today. Hope you enjoyed this. If you have some tokens that you wanted me to kind of go over, jump in the Telegram group, leave me a quick message, leave me a link on the hidden gems. You can go in there, leave a link on a coin that you might want to get reviewed or talked about. And if I see it, I will go ahead and do a review on that right there. I want to thank y'all for joining me today. And like I always tell you, you never learn how to swim without jumping in, and you never climb a mountain without stumbling. This is Chris with Crypto Secret X. I am out.
Man, Bookman, I call him Big Daddy. Here's a secret, but the meme girls will call you Zaddy.